can only remember the love he felt. And since memories of him are all I have left, well, I'm nothing but loyal to the person who created me after all. Malik Isagani, I hope I was worth it. I hope they were worth it.
Everyone knows the world is broken. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. It's gonna be fixed. You don't have the power. I do. Though I think our definitions of fixing are very, very different.
My father and the church taught me that lies grant power. This world of monsters taught me that lies can save or kill. The dead taught me how few you can trust with the truth.
The end has already begun. Diogenes, my master, shall devour the whole of existence to begin the world anew. Rid us of this eternal torment where death means nothing.
And here we are. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finale of Blades in the Dark, the Revenants. Where to begin, honestly? Last session, you made your way to the Deathlands to find spiritual restraints for the passenger that has infested the spirit of Taisha. There's some disagreements in the group, I would say, of what exactly to do with Taisha. Somebody wants to maybe use them to bring about the end of the actual world. Like, yeah, yeah, you know. But first, you came across, this is where I did a little improv fuck up, but it worked out. This is where you came across a horror. A horror that showed you memories of people that you lost a fairly long time ago. We saw Carrion's mother. We saw Malik Isagani before he became Multo, and other people. And in the end, this thing that showed you these memories revealed itself to be some kind of spiritual entity, looking amphibian in some ways, but also scaly, with a long crane neck, glassy teeth, eyes, and a glassy womb in which there lay eggs, question mark, mostly just the faces of many, many different people. And that's what you're going to deal with today. But first, time to introduce ourselves, I guess. I'm Janis, he, him. That's going to have to do. And I'm going to popcorn it over to somebody who's going to have a little family reunion today, Prince.
Hey, I'm Prince, he, him, or Prince Infidel, if you too are sad that the good times are coming to an end. You can find... Wait, no, that's the outro. For now, I'm playing, for perhaps the last time, Eloji. Also, he, him. Yeah, he's having a bad time, which always happens when he sees his family. So this is almost normal. Also, both Eloji and Prince would like to formally request that glassy womb be stricken from the English language. Those words are never to be uttered together again.
Too late.
Until that motion resolves, I will popcorn it over to Shiv.
Hi, I'm Shiv. She, they pronouns. I'm playing Taisha, who is also she, they simply by default because there's more than one thing inside her head right now. which we are currently trying to solve and having disagreements about how that should be resolved. She's going to have a great time today. Everything's fine. She just saw her old best friend, and then it turned into this thing. She's obviously going to handle this very well. She's been doing so good in her cognitive behavioral therapy that she's been giving herself for the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to popcorn over to Glaiza, who's also equally as doing okay as I am.
Hey everyone, my name is Glaiza, Shanya pronouns, and today I am going to be playing Muto or Malik Isagani, who is the opposite of a cradle robber. Loving, old people is not a crime. And that's it, right? I'm gonna pass it on to Andre.
Hello, my name is Andre. My pronouns are he, they, and I'm gonna be playing Carrion, whose pronouns are he, him. And he's gonna do something today. Something crazy, I'm sure. We'll find out.
We will. First, before we return to the church vault under the Lost District, we see for just a moment in Duskwall, we see Ulf Ironborn and his sister and a few other people from Scotland waiting impatiently for several other members of the gang that they wanted to meet up with here, who for some reason haven't shown up. They wait, and then in the end, Ironborn just looks at the other. We can't delay anymore. Scurlock's just gonna have our heads if we just keep waiting, or just move out. And unbeknownst, of course, to Ulf Ironborn, his missing gang members are already in the custody of the Bluecoats, courtesy of newly appointed captain of the watch, Tasha Kier. Behind the scenes, I rolled for faction successes. Ulf Ironborn rolled a 2, which is good for you. Yeah, Ulf didn't do well. So he's going to be missing quite a few of his people, which is unfortunate for him. Anyway, we return to the Deathlands. This grand old building, and we're in the church vault. In front of you, there stands this creature. Let's just say, finally, we will be reunited. And as you see the mask slip and this just glassy, translucent amphibian thing reveals itself for just a moment, all of the just dead faces in its, I'm not allowed to say, in its, no, I can't avoid it. In its glassy womb, look at you. And this is, well, it will be time to face this horror as Eloji, you hear from behind your grandfather, or the ghost of your grandfather Harrington, just raises his voice just a little bit. Ah, so lucky you are to meet the prophet. And what now? As you feel, by the way, yourself getting drawn in by some kind of pull, you almost want to embrace your memories, the past that you have lost. Be all too easy to go back and to let your spirit rest in the peace that these memories bring. And I would like to hear how all of you resist this. We're going to just start with all-around resistance rolls from everybody. I assume this is going to be a resolve resistance roll, but I'm going to leave it up to you, honestly. I just want to know how you just kind of emotionally or otherwise resist.
Oh, I get a bonus dice too because of my Iron Will.
And you just volunteered yourself to start. So how does Taifra resist?
I don't think she wants to. Honestly, I was thinking about it. I'm like, she's kind of marching herself to an early grave. And I think with the knowledge that that's what this is not Samuel. This is not these pleasant memories. This is probably facing certain death. I think she almost doesn't. And I think it's the passenger who grips and resists.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say first, like what the consequences here are. If you fail to resist, or if you don't resist, you will lose an ability. Permanently. But in this case, if you resist, you will need to sacrifice some part of you as you shut it off from this horror, but also from yourself. So what is it? What do you give up?
Iron Will.
Okay.
Yeah. When she gives in, right? She starts walking towards it. And that passenger almost feels like it puts like claws in her like physical body and pulls her back. That moment of somebody who was so like determined to live a life, right? Like she left a life that she didn't want and was determined to make her own and be herself. That iron will that she's been able to have, that training to be able to resist things, it just shatters when those claws go into her and pull her back. And so I will go ahead and mark off Iron Will off of my sheet, and I will no longer have bonus dice on resistance rolls.
That's going to be great for the final session.
I almost did Ghost Mind, but that felt like taking away like such a clutch part of Taifra.
But anyway, you just Taifra, you go forward, and then all of a sudden you feel something, almost just like a sudden pain, stinging pain in your head. No, you can't leave yet. We still have so much to do together. As the passenger temporarily just takes over and stalls you back. Glaiza looks so happy right now. So Multo, how do you resist here?
I did not like that voice of the passenger, and it made me go. Anyway, I am going to the way to resist it. I'm going to dig. I was gonna physically make myself not move. This is just me trying to be like, hey, can I use prowess for my resistance instead of resolve? But I'm basically like physically like just sort of like making my head turn away or something where I'm like crushing the ground. I have shoes on, so I can't use my toes, but like that's the idea where I'm just like, I'm gonna kneel down to like grip the ground so that I don't walk toward this monster.
And I will say, since your memory was of yourself,
Yes.
If you don't resist, if you wouldn't have resisted, I would have just taken your foresight ability.
Okay.
But
I
if you
mean, it's
resist
not
here,
that bad.
I think you can decide if you want to sacrifice an action point
Oh man.
or something else.
I'll probably I'll give up study for the
All
action
right.
point. Just because I feel like at this point, it also matches with him trashing the
Yeah.
the library, because he's like, well, all the reasons for me to grow is gone.
And it's time to perhaps say goodbye to Malik Isagani
He's
as
out.
you more and more become Molto. So roll your resist roll.
All right, let's do that. Oh, I got a 6. That's not so
Another
bad.
one with no stress. Yeah. Easy. You just need to give up everything.
Just like,
that
I
makes
hate you, man.
Yeah.
You suck.
And Eloji, you see Mother Miriam, and I think what she's going to, what has she taught you when you were in the church?
Many things, and I'm going to call on one of those things right now. As Eloji will actually recite some of the words of the church in this moment to draw strength to
Okay.
attempt to resist this creature.
I will say, in that case, what the horror wants from you is a point of sway. But of course, if you resist, you get to choose what you give up.
Well, I am going to use warded and just expend my special armor to automatically resist.
Does that? It's just resist, or yeah, you resist. So you automatically resist. You still need to choose something to give up, but yeah, you're under no obligation to roll for the resistance, so you don't get stress, I think.
All right. So, Eloji closes his eyes and starts chanting to himself, "Blessed is the flesh, for it cannot see the evil of the spirit. Blessed is the flesh, because it cannot hear the call of the spirit. Blessed is the flesh, because it will not speak the evil of the spirit." And I think I'm gonna lose Prowl.
I think that makes sense, mechanically speaking. At least in the sense that, yeah, you don't probably need it a lot anymore. And lastly, Carrion, tell us something about your mother.
She was I'm gonna say she was the first person Carrion ever killed. She was a very overbearing figure to Carrion, and in his teenage years, he got fed up and struck her down.
And how did you do that? As this memory of the kill pulls you in.
You know what's so funny is that happened at dinner. So it was with cutlery.
I'm going to say what the horror wants to take from you is the memory of that, how you did that, is going to cost you a point of skirmish.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you resist.
I would like to resist.
Okay.
Let's see. And that's resolve, right?
I don't know. Depends on how you resisted.
I think this is a mental challenge more than anything.
Yeah.
So we'll do. Well, maybe it's more.
Just narrate how you do it, and then we'll see what it is.
Yeah, I think it's more insight as far as like Carrion's trying to understand in this moment like what exactly he's processing, not oh god that's my mom or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do insight instead. Let's see. There you go.
Okay, yeah. None of you are particularly perturbed by this, but something is still taken from all of you. So, Carrion, what do you lose here? What do you give up?
I think in this moment, Carrion gives up a point of finesse.
All right. As you briefly look up after you've been kind of lost in your own thoughts for, you don't know how long, but it can't have been more than, honestly, a second or maybe two in real time. You see the many faces lining the womb of this horror still looking at you, but a little more alive now. And, sorry, Glaiza. They are licking their lips after they have just been fed.
After this game, I never want to hear the word womb again. For like maybe at least a week or two. Like just give me 2 weeks.
The amphibian entity before you just said you went. So wonderful to share in your memories. But you have so much more to tell me about the lives you've led. Why don't you come with me? And this is a command you will have to resist again, but first, since you have already resisted, now is the time where you can tell me how you act here. What are you going to do to overcome this horror? As we're going to go to row 20. This is going to be an 8-segment clock.
8. Okay. I'll see how it is.
So you can play along. There are still the people of the church or the ghosts of the church clergy there. You can play along. Maybe you need to give up more things in the process, but you can wait this out, or you can attack, as is honestly what this crewers want to do most of the time, but you know, leaving it up to you.
Is anyone playing along, or?
I do not want to follow it. I desperately do not want to follow it. Personally, I want to feed it to the clock.
Yeah.
I want to grab it, feed it to the clock, and destroy our enemies. That's what I want to do, including it. Yeah.
There is, if I may put that in front of you, honestly something that I think Taifsha at the very least realizes, but probably also everybody else, because you're so, you know the spiritual stuff. This thing is probably not as powerful as the passenger inside Taifsha, but well fed, it could be enough. If you just give it a little more, it could be enough to confront Scurlock. Maybe.
I would like to call upon my inventory with an unusual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We're already leaning into body horror. So Taifsha, who's usually very small, very, very petite, very cutesy, that blackness, like the darkness, comes like over her arms, and her fingers like get a little longer, and her bones kind of click in a way that she then becomes a little bit taller. It looks very painful, and she's going to launch herself at this creature, like attack it. Because the passenger is recognizing that it's trying to take what it already has. So there's just a moment when it gets that control to keep her from walking towards it, that it goes, no, this one's fine. And so, yeah, Taifsha comes at it like a spider.
So you're letting the passenger take over here.
Taifsha's not, I am. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But,
no, but there's
Same
definitely
difference.
a devil's bargain here. Which the devil's bargain is that you get your extra die on whatever you roll here. But the passenger will have its say whatever you do for the remainder of the session.
Good. I like this. I was kind of angling towards that anyways. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, there's just this like horrid sound. It doesn't sound like any animal or like, it's just this sound that almost just makes like the very deep instincts in your DNA like react to a predator, as this Taifsha opens her mouth and just becomes this like gangly creature of paleness and darkness as she just launches herself at this horror. And I think everyone's here smart enough to understand that she is not in control right now. And you know, the beautiful thing about a Molotov cocktail, if you throw it at a problem, you have a new problem.
So what are you rolling here?
I suppose it would have to be skirmish, because this is a physical attack, but I have none skirmish. But I think with the devil's bargain, perhaps I could get some skirmish.
Can I do a flashback here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, I don't need. Wait, what's foresight do? Yeah, I don't need to pay stress. This is a flashback, but I'm going to be using foresight to give Taifsha an extra die. But this is a flashback. And I am sitting down with Taifsha, trying to learn more about the passenger, and just asking questions about what you know about the passenger. How does the passenger feel inside you? Has it told you how it will render the world apart and yourself? Just, coffee table questions.
Right. It's like when you sit down with your chronically ill friend to ask about
it's be like, hey, all of that. This is a friend. It's a little treat.
Taifsha lets you know that, like, as somebody who has spent her whole life as a pacifist, it's putting thoughts into her head that she doesn't like. She is somebody who always showed up after violence, and even when she was part of the spirit wardens. So she's not taken a life until after. And now that's all she can think about. Right? And that the bleed is happening where she can't even recognize if it's thoughts or her thoughts.
we're gonna do something terrible. Molto is gonna look at you, and I'm like, sometimes there are things out of your control, and you can always blame the passenger for those things. You don't have to take on the violence and all of that. You can always just close your eyes, and you can always blame the passenger for those bad things that it does when it takes over your body. So yeah, you can be violent, and you can claim that it's not you, because it's not you. It's the passenger.
And she kind of looks down and she goes, I think the worst part is I want it to be me now.
And then Molto will put his hand on your face and go, you have the freedom to be whatever you want to be, baby.
Not anymore.
Take as much as you can then.
Let's just say I plan on going out with a bang.
And with that, the flashback ends. And
Anyway,
it's
there you
time
go.
to roll, I think. Yeah.
So
All right.
dice.
It's 2 dice. Yeah.
Is this risky? Or
Oh, it's.
are we already too desperate?
Okay, no, I think this is still risky.
Okay.
You're going to escalate it to desperate, but it is risky for you right now.
And just 1 bonus dice for the Molto scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a regular assist, unless there's some special bullshit that Molto has that I'm not aware of.
No, it's just the foresight thing.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was just going to do that.
But, okay. You had 2 dice. You can roll a second one because you also took the devil's bargain. You can roll a second one. If you get another
I
6,
thought
you're
it
gonna have
rolled
a
1
crit.
by default. Apologies.
No. It rolls what you have, which is nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Roll another.
Yeah, just roll another die. If
so
it's a
much of this
6,
game.
it's going to be a crit, and that's going to be interesting. But
No bonus. Okay, so it would be 1 bonus dice because it would roll nothing otherwise. That was where I goofed. I thought it automatically did 1 dice.
just roll another die. Yeah. Nope. Just the usual success.
So close though, with a 5.
So how do we see Typhra lay into this horror?
I think there's just there's this moment of just the Deathlands in my head have kind of almost like a din to it. It's not like there's a lot of sound, but it's almost like white noise, right? It's just there's kind of this sound to it. And when that blackness becomes her fingers and over her face and stuff, it just there's this half second of complete and utter silence around them. Then there's that horrid noise, and it's like Typhra's standing next to, I don't know, Eloji, and then suddenly she's at the horror. There's almost you don't even see her move. It's just she's there and then she's not. And it's just these long fingers digging into flesh. And I'm going to be a little graphic here because this is just complete and utter letting go. And she is pulling those faces out of the thing that we said the 2 words are not belonging together. And that's what she's doing. Just going straight for that because she
and
just
everybody
I think
else,
the passenger understands that's what it's pulling from for power.
everybody else, you barely see Typhra move, but you hear just the hissing voice coming from Typhra, but you know it's not her. It is the passenger inside her. Just, you can't have her. And then the horror is ripped open and several of the eggs are thrown out and you hear the faces wailing. And everybody hears it. There's just a shocked, actually horrified gasp coming from all the gathered ghosts of the clergy. And you may have already seen that I put another 4 segment clock here. Only Eloji can interact with that. That is very personal for you. This is going to be to make the ghosts snap out of it. If you want to do that, you can also fight them. Then everybody can do that. But maybe you can convince these ghosts that what they're dealing with is a horror and not this prophet that they've mentioned. Anyway, what does Eloji do?
So, as Taisha, or what was once Taisha, tears into this thing, um, a a weight at the end of a chain, it drops down by Eloji's feet, and we have a flashback where Eloji is speaking to uh, their weapons procurer, and I've had an issue, or we've had an issue in the past when going to the Lost District, where, well, I'm sure you've heard of horrors. Really a catch-all term, I think, for things that we don't have the means to understand or rarely fight. Unfortunately, we must fight it, or them. It didn't go spectacularly last time, and I'm wondering if you have anything to help with that.
Oh, I mean, lots of things that we don't understand out there. Honestly, even in the city. Who knows where half of these ghosts are coming from? But we don't need to understand them to kill them, don't we? We just gotta use what kind of worked before. Maybe it does again, maybe not. That's the risk that you take. But hey, I've got a little cabinet here with just a few special items. And you see as he opens this little cabinet, you see just a lot of antiquated weaponry, not in any way useful in a fight against something with flesh and blood. Most of that stuff is just rusted and looks like it's going to fall apart. But maybe there's something about them, some kind of bound power that could help you. So, what do you see and what do you pick out?
So as Eloji looks over them, he finds this long, like, again, a long length of chain with a like heavy mace head at the end, and some crude symbols scratched into it. And through the through the ghost side, he can see that this thing is pulsing with power, but also in a way that makes it look weirdly fuzzy. It's like, and and he grasps that this weapon that disrupts spirits and other electroplasmic entities.
Yeah, and
Uh,
in the present day, as we see Eloji bring this thing to bear, is it actually Eloji who is using it, or what do you do with it?
yes.
Okay, right. So, what does Eloji do?
He mm, so he is not particularly well skilled with this thing, but he knows the basics and begins to swing it in an arc, ready to bring it down, but also shifts himself over so that the manic form of the possessed Taisha is blocking where he is. And he shouts out, um, it's not a prophet. It is just another abomination of the spirits. And swings down on this thing.
Is this going to be... Okay, I'm going to offer a very special devil's bargain, which is that you can take both clocks at once. With the same roll. Yeah, because something is going to reveal it to be a spiritual horror. As you slice it open, I guess, with your weapon. Not sure if I'm allowed to say this, but what is going to reveal it is that as you open it up, one or more of these eggs inside it is going to hatch.
All right.
Revealing another spirit. Yeah. But you will get to, this is desperate now, you will get to take both the overcome the horror and make the ghost see the truth clocks.
Okay. I'd like to say I'm using Rook's Gambit to use sway with this, if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Desperate, no extra dice because the devil's bargain.
The devil's bargain is basically that you get to take two clocks at once, yeah, which is double effect. I think that's fair enough. Yeah. All right. Well, as you, I think you've described this already, you bring this weapon down. It slices open the, the unnameable thing, the glassy womb, and out spill many, many faces. It almost feels like there are more just appearing in their place as they spill out, and they shatter like glass on the floor of the vault. But one of them, as it shatters, cracks open like an actual egg, and out of it bursts. Again, it looks amphibian. It looks like some kind of salamander, but it has too many limbs. It almost smiles at you with too many teeth, and it rushes towards you, clambering up your leg, and it's coming straight for your face, and it seems to shift in its size and is going to creep inside your mouth. Unless you want to resist.
I would love to resist this.
Yeah.
I would love to resist this.
Let me just take those clocks as you resist in whatever way you want. I think this is most likely prowess, but...
Prowess? No. I just lowered my prowess.
Yeah.
Can I do a flashback to assist Prince here?
Yeah, I want to see how Molto prepared for this. That's
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, with Eloji, honestly, I invited him probably to I don't need more training. I'm already strong, like right now with my body. But just to get into the motions of like exercise and connecting to my humanity, I also invited like Eloji to hang out, and we went through training with what's Lady Vampire,
Nilufer?
Nilifer, and I was just like, look, you may not have the same bodies as myself or Nilfer, but that doesn't mean that we can't work continuously to do it, and to gain more strength. And then I look at Eloji. You might need it. Sorry. I'm trying my best here to connect to my humanity, really. I don't.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine, but you need to be saying less right now if you want
Cool.
this to come over well.
All right, cool. And then Nilifer, Lady Nilifer, can you help us train a little bit? Please.
There are some techniques from Iruvia that might help you.
They don't involve a sword, do they?
Oh.
Do you want it to?
Swords, perhaps. Perhaps stealing the mind as well.
I'm listening.
What? I can benefit from stealing the mind. Oh, you meant stealing, like steal, STEEL, not steal. All right, well, I'll still use that.
I'm more than capable of both, but I can only show you one of them in a way that would benefit you.
Oh.
And you are inducted in, well, you don't necessarily know this, but actually as in a lot of ways a precursor of the techniques that the Red Sashes use today, but more techniques that were developed 500 years ago or whenever Nilufer was actually alive. And this will be both fighting techniques, but also techniques to just empty your mind. And with that, we're going to return to the present day.
There we go. That's my 2 without stress.
Okay.
All right. Still prowess, or?
I mean, I kind of set it up so that it could be prowess or resolve now, but I don't think it's insight because this is very much like in the moment. But
yeah, I will take resolve.
All right.
With a bonus die for that flashback. Or?
Yeah, I'm not sure that's fully by the rules, but yeah. I kind of just wanted to see.
We kind of got there.
You get a point of stress as how do you prevent this creature, this horror from just infiltrating your body and spirit?
So as this thing, like, as this glassy amphibious creature forces its way into my mouth.
With, by the way, way too many legs. It's almost like a centipede, but yeah. Just
stop helping. Eloji falls back to that training and empties his mind, clamps down his teeth, biting at this thing, and draws on something. And I would say, well, Timesha's not Timesha at the moment, but those who can see more in spirit than in flesh can see that this thing like crushing up from something from Eloji, and then he spits it out. onto the ground.
Yeah, as you bite down, it's almost like a stained glass window shatters, but there's a physical item left behind. And as you look down for just a moment, it is something, a church talisman that you could swear you've seen Mother Miriam wear in the past. But anyway, Carrion or Molto, what are you doing here?
I go first. I'm gonna shoot it with a gun. No.
Do you have special ammunition that can actually hit it with a gun?
No, I have electroplasmic projectors. And I would like to release some of my plasmic energy as an electric shock. Or, oh, sorry, no, a directed beam at it.
Oh, okay. You have lasers. You have spirit.
Yes,
lasers.
I do.
Okay.
I have lasers. Pretty much. I have electroplasmic lasers. Is what I would like to do for it. Is that something? Yeah, I just does that just happen, or do I need to roll? Like what?
I think you still need to aim.
Got it.
That is going to still be probably skirmish. If you say you're far enough back, it could also be prowl, but I would say it's skirmish.
Okay. Okay.
You don't have point in hunt, so that's not it. So it's It's
I would like to do another flashback.
Okay.
Training. Yeah, whatever. I have 0 stress. I'm gonna stress myself out. I would like to do a flashback with our weapons guy.
Mm-hmm.
And also the beam comes from my stomach, because that's where I've installed everything. Actually, no, this one comes from my eyes. I'm gonna cyclops it up. And I'm gonna be like, "Hey, guy, can you teach me how to aim?" To our weapons guy.
Yeah, he just in his shop just sure, draws a gun and just fires it inside.
Awesome. I'm gonna. Are you okay with me just firing inside too?
Yeah, I mean.
And then I beam at where the thing.
There are just some wooden mannequins that he uses for target practice in there, and you just, as you say, whoa, as you just pulverize one of them.
I need help with aiming things because I can't see when I shoot, so I just want to make sure. Because it's coming from. I need your help training me in this regard.
Okay, these are stationary. We're not gonna get anywhere with those. But I mean, you always want to shoot where they're going. You don't need to see when you're shooting, right?
I see, yeah. It's like as soon as the thing goes, it just goes, right?
Don't you think there are too many crows in this district?
I'm gonna think back to Taisha. As long as we stay away from the 6 towers.
Yeah.
As long as we stay away from our tower here, I'm sure there's some crows that aren't connected to my friend. Let's go a little bit further away, just so that they don't complain.
I mean, they won't complain when they're dead. But anyway, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. And then we do target practice. That gives me a bonus.
You are going to get a point of stress, not for. I mean, the point of stress is really just from having to do this with this guy. Yeah. The opportunity.
He's a great guy, actually.
Sure.
I love the guy. It's not stressful to me. But I'll take the stress mechanically.
Yeah. But yeah, this is, I suppose, going to give you an extra die here, or something else.
What's our effect now?
It's standard for this.
Can I make it great?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So that will be the bonus. So still 2 skirmish. Great. Well, let's see. Hey, look at that.
All right.
That seems like a good roll.
Clean success as, yeah. Molto, how does this look? And how does this maybe set up Carrion to go for the coup de grace here?
You know how sometimes you shoot something, it flies up? Kind of like.
No, I live in Europe. No, I don't normally shoot things.
I was thinking of like shooting it like in a way where it moves right into where Carrion has a really good shot. So sort of like, pew, and then that's what I want. That's what I want to do, because like both of my eyes have laser beams, so it's just like pew pew, and then it moves it towards where Carrion has a really really good shot.
Okay. I will say that sounds like you're already assisting.
Yes.
Okay. That is going to probably cost you extra stress unless you still have foresight remaining.
No, I used it all up.
Yeah, okay. Then stress.
Cool.
It's almost time for Carrion, but behind you, the ghosts of the assembled clergymen start to... It begins as some kind of mumbling, but then it swells into a full, just almost choir as they begin to circle around you and recognizing something about Carrion, which honestly, what they recognize about you is Diogenes. You will be possessed unless you resist.
Okay. Yeah, I'll resist.
As Harrington strides forward and just says, "Your flesh, sinner, will be mine." And yeah, that's where I would like to call for a resistance roll.
I mean, I have been sinning.
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and pay 2 stress if I can get an extra die.
Can I flashback?
No.
Ah,
no. Not here, no. Honestly, partially because of time, but partially also because this is, I think, very much just Carrion has to deal with this, and Taifsha isn't even in control right now, so I don't see how that would do anything.
Yeah, cool.
It was gonna be a long ago flashback.
Oh,
but
wait. Actually, can I do a quick flashback with Eloji to learn more about the church?
Okay.
Just learning like it was framed as like learning about another person's religion of like what do they consider sinful in the church of the flesh.
I mean, so many things. You have to keep the flesh pure, so various forms of sex are verboten. Any sex really outside of very specific instances. Drinking, drugs, again, outside of specific circumstances. Murder, outside of specific circumstances.
I think
Also,
just maybe one of the specific circumstances is what Carrion is after. Yeah.
is there anything in particular you're looking for, like tattoos outside of specific circumstances?
There seem to be a lot of loopholes.
Yes, sir.
No, I was just looking for, if would killing in defense of yourself be a scene?
Killing in defense of your own flesh or the flesh of another, especially the faithful, is acceptable.
Okay.
Oh, frowned upon.
Cool.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I will be trying to angle myself so that I'm like looking as if I'm defending Eloji specifically in front of these ghosts. Wonderful. So that's one bonus die, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Which we're kind of breaking the rules here a little bit, but that's okay. I did say that you should just use your flashbacks as they are available. It's gonna cost you a point of stress anyway of the flashback, but
right.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, 1 point of stress total.
And yeah, I am gonna just do what Glaiza spikes me for, and shoot the horror with some of my electroplasmic ammunition.
Yeah. And just like a millisecond almost before your shot goes off, it's almost like you hear it already. It's strange. What Carrion doesn't realize right now, but we see, is outside Ironborn has arrived. And using 2 revolvers that Carrion once threw at him, is fighting off the many ghosts that are scattered there to make his way inside as well.
Wonderful. And I'm gonna say this is a hunt. This is desperate.
Okay, yeah. It is desperate, yeah. Hunt makes sense because you've probably just kind of been hanging back a little bit. So you had time to study this thing as
I was
things
hanging
were
back
going on.
sure.
Yeah.
Glaiza was Molto assisting.
Yeah.
And then I will just send it then. Wow, that was scary. That was so scary.
That was
Wow.
for sure.
Wow.
I was looking at it and I'm like, oh my God.
These dice play games,
Good. Yeah.
Everyone was like,
have
6th grade.
The most interesting dice rolls.
It is one end or the other. That's it.
Yep. Mixed success. You do it. You will kill this horror. But the consequence here is going to be, as you kill it, all of the faces inside its womb will look at you accusingly. You will see your mother again. You will see Kotaro. You will see people that you have never even, that you have not thought about since the war, but that you fought besides, that died besides you. You will even see, perhaps to your own surprise, maybe even just as a little flicker, you will see Taifsha as she was when you were first when she was first introduced to your old crew. And unless you resist this consequence, you will be traumatized immediately. Which,
I mean,
you know,
ooh, what kind of trauma would that be? Haunted, maybe?
I think you already have cold, so soft as trauma doesn't really make sense to me. It could be haunted or paranoid.
Interesting. I want to resist, just to
Yeah.
see how that looks. But
If you resist, it's just going to be some level of harm. I'm going to say it's going to be level 2 harm.
okay, I can tank that. So let's do a resolve roll, because that's definitely more emotional.
Okay. Point of stress. And you have level 2 harm, which is just going to be called haunting memories.
Haunting memories.
As you will see these faces every now and then. It's just going to appear.
I think they these little eggs, they have the translucency of like roe or caviar. You know, this almost the more like fish-like eggs that have like the amniotic fluid, where it's precise. It's transparent enough that you can make out what's inside, but sort of blurry enough that it's never exactly what you're able to kind of delineate, you know? Like, you know, there's something in there and you can tell enough, like, you know, that's a frog or that's a fish, or, you know, but it's something's always a little uncanny.
Yeah.
And we just see them withering, like the amniotic fluid just kind of, I was just like, like splooges out. Sorry, I ruined your campaign with the word splooge, but that's just how that happened.
No, that is exactly as we see
just
as
the day of curse words.
Yeah.
Yeah. As the electroplasmically infused bullet pierces the body of this horror, it kind of stays as it was for a moment, but then just shatters. And the eggs inside it just deflate, burst open, shatter themselves in many different ways. But the memories are going to be imprinted on you, Carrion, for a while. And that's going to be your level 2 harm. And around you, of course, the choir of the clergy just becomes a sudden wail as Eloji, your grandfather just turns to you, having just been pushed back from Carrion. How could you?
This is a false prophet. This was a false prophet. You look deep inside you. You know it. This was another abomination of the spirit walking here, twisting your minds. You are not flesh, which means you are vulnerable to it.
You would presume to lecture me on matters of the spirit when I alone could have braved the Deathlands, when I alone could have been the one to find the prophet, to rescue him from the cataclysm that befell the district, when I alone have kept watch over him for so many years. You would dare lecture me, boy?
I would free you. You didn't keep watch, you were kept prisoner. Whether you like it or not, your leash has been severed.
How are you going to convince him?
How do I convince him? I mean, I guess forcing him, it's hard for them to like recognize or admit to themselves that this thing was what it was.
Yeah.
So Eloji's gonna focus on Harrington, his grandfather, since he seems to be the de facto leader here, and try force him to look at the creature and acknowledge it as for what it was.
Yeah. And
Look
Harrington
at it.
is, I am looking, trust me. I see the prophet cut down.
You see it? You see this thing that you call a prophet? Eloji picks up one of the broken eggs. You see what it had, what it did to you?
And you're not sure what Harrington sees, but he looks mortified that you would even touch the remains of the prophet. It's like you're committing sacrilege against a relic, against some kind of reliquary at this point. I see the prophet, his flesh, just as I remembered it so many years ago, made immortal by the grace of our faith.
Open your hand.
He opens his hand, and what is he hopefully going to see as you, I think, roll sway or consort now?
I'm going to put the egg remains into his hand. Hope I'm expecting it to remain in his hand even as Eloji's hand like goes through it, as Eloji is flesh.
Yeah.
But the prophet was not.
I'm going to offer you a devil's bargain. The devil's bargain is maybe if you open your mind, you can fully just convince him. And you may temporarily win these ghosts as some kind of cohort. They will assist you. But opening your mind also means that if this goes wrong, you will be possessed.
All right, then. Sway, you said?
And, yeah, devil's bargain. So if this goes wrong and you get possessed, no way of resisting that. If you get a mixed success, you're not going to be possessed, but you're going to be in some way linked, tethered to your grandfather's spirit. I have no idea what that means yet, but it's going to happen.
Risky, desperate.
Still desperate, I think, because you're on the verge of getting assaulted by half a dozen ghosts here.
+1 for the devil's bargain.
No. The devil's bargain is really just you get them as cohorts.
All right, I'm gonna get a +1 anyway from pushing myself.
Okay, good. Okay, that means 4 dice, or because I think you have 3 in sway. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, glad I did that.
All right, clean success. So as you see the righteous fury disappear from your grandfather's face and making way to just abject horror as he sees a shattered egg, some kind of facial features probably still visible, and yeah, what do you say?
If it was flesh, you wouldn't be holding it. And as he passes his hand up his grandfather's arm and through his chest, just as you can't hold me.
Your grandfather just reaches out to you, tries to almost gently touch you, and he cannot. Looks to his followers. No, no. What have we become? We were meant to protect the prophet. Are we all too late? Is it
This thing was
all too late?
just a deceiver.
The prophet, no, the prophet, where? And he just almost rushes. I mean, he's still a ghost, so somewhat floaty, just moves past you, disappearing deeper into the vaults. As we descend, we see lining the walls, giving off a translucent light, more of the eggs, more faces just staring at you. But what else do we see? What signs of, or just artifacts of the church do we see as you just descend? That's a question for Prince to just set the scene here.
As we head down here, since these are catacombs of the church that they use as a vault, you see a mix of real and stone bones worked into the walls, mostly skulls, but other rib cages, femurs, arranged in various like weirdly rhythmic patterns going down. If though those of us who are more medically inclined will recognize the pattern of a human heartbeat worked into into these bones. But also littered about and are just this is the vault. There are artifacts. There are dead guards with long deteriorated weapons and clothes. Eloji is just he's gonna quickly pocket a spear, well, specifically a spearhead, like is the spear of Saint Lucina. See, like an iron spearhead mounted onto a arm bone, uh, lacquered and gilded.
Okay, so they have part of Saint Lucina still attached. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the flesh is sacred.
Yeah. And you arrive at one of the chambers of these catacombs. One that almost looks like it had been prepared for another occupant. But even though the door is swung open, it seems like whoever tried to reach it didn't quite get there. And on the ground, there are remains, untouched for many years. So what we see is just mostly decomposed fabric of what once was a church robe. It seemed like it must have been very opulent once. It must have been very richly decorated. There's still jewelry. There's still just a few strands of gold that seem to have been woven into the fabric. And then there is, it's not even just bones. It looks like in the kind of dusty, dusty vault here, the body almost naturally mummified. It looks like you have found the prophet. As Harrington, your father just turns around. No, no. It's too late. We're all too late. The flesh failed, and what are we now? Is that all we are? These abominations?
The beauty of the flesh is that it is temporary. It is wondrous, brilliant, ecstatic, and then it's gone. Like music, if it lingers too long, it is just noise. It's all right. It is better for the prophet to pass than the din to linger forever.
My child, my grandson, you speak the truth. He says, but there's something unspoken that lingers and that you can easily pick up on, which is, but what about us? What about us spirits that have lingered and stayed behind? Before we answer that question, though, upstairs, the entrance of the vault, the doors swing open once again, and the hulking figure of Ulf Ironborn, triumphant after dispatching the ghosts outside, smiles. Now they can't get out. Well, after you, your worship. And he goes to the side a little bit and in a mock bow makes way for Sylvanus, Grand Proctor of the Church, who has recently been informed that his wayward son would be found here. And I think that's where we're going to go on break. We return, and Andre has just let us know in the call that he has something juicy for later. So we'll see what that is.
That's a secret mouse tool for us later.
Before we return to the Deathlands, we are briefly in Six Towers in Mistral Park, where broadcast from... It's not clear, honestly, if it's broadcast from the Imperial City directly or if it's a recorded thing, but it is time for the Imperial address. The Emperor making great sweeping promises, including, as he gets to that part of his speech, the following ways. All across our glorious realm, we will restore what once was ours. It was taken from us by the cataclysm. It was taken from us by the dead, by the spirits. Everywhere in our domain, we will reclaim the Deathlands. We will, goes off in very detailed descriptions, including saying that the Lost District, where we currently are in, will be the first to be reclaimed as part of what he triumphantly announces as Project Unity. So even the Lost District as it is will come to an end very soon, as he announces to, honestly, the mostly applause of everybody gathered. We see several members of the Silver Nails to the side, probably smelling a very good just business opportunity in securing the Deathlands, drawing their guns and firing them in the air. They weren't really supposed to bring their guns, but hey, it happens. Even Kotaro is there, perhaps smelling a little bit like horse manure, but otherwise fairly happy at this point. But with this Imperial address about the future of the Deathlands, we return to the current Deathlands, still overrun by spirits, some of which have just been shown the exact nature of their sinful existence by Eloji. And of course, we return as several members of the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh, led by none other than Sylvanus, Eloji's father, make their way down into the vault, accompanied by one Ulf Ironborn, and unfortunately for him, just two other people, as the rest were, oddly enough, detained on the orders of one newly instated Captain Tasha Kiel.
Terrible party planner. Great plant.
Every single time Tasha does something good, Multa goes, oh, every single time.
But as we are in the very bowels of the church vault, it seems that the chamber that the prophet, as he died, tried to reach, as you have just come across his mummified remains, the chamber that Harrington has now led you to, it is also a site of, well, reliquaries or something. There is something in there, something that, Eloji, as you see it, you realize that is exactly what you came for. So what do we see?
We see a series of gilded manacles. They are inlaid with silver or have various symbols of the church laid over them. And you can also tell that the base metal of it, which is iron, has been like seeded with black salt.
You all
And
see this. Yep.
I was just going to say, and attached to them is a large, heavy looking iron key, shaped to look like bones and teeth.
Nice. And you all see this, of course. And Taifsha. Taifsha, you are in a certain state.
We are many right now.
Yeah. You are many. Who is even in control right now?
Do you know those cars that they have for like driving instructors where there's 2 steering wheels, 2 sets of gas and brake pedals? That's kind of where we're at right now.
Mhm.
Taifsha is technically the student driver, but the passenger's right there in case she doesn't brake in time.
Mhm.
So it's a conversation. It's a back and forth. I think we're in a more democratic approach at this point, and we do need unanimous agreement, or someone can overpower, and it's certainly not Taifsha. So she can be spoken to, and Taifsha is aware what's going on. But if she steps out of line, it's not her anymore. It's very much like we are at the point that it was oil and water, and they were relatively separate, and we've done that shaky bit like in Italian dressing. So
Yeah.
it's really hard to tell.
Taisha, as you're kind of in control, but even here in the Deathlands, you can't really see much of the physical realm. So your eye or eyes, I think both of them can technically see the spiritual, is still drawn to the faces or eggs lining the walls here, the just remnants of the horror. And one of them looks so very familiar. I don't think, Taisha, you recognize who that is. So a description from Shiv, who from Taisha's childhood, before Taisha was even Taisha, do we see here? And what kind of level of recognition is there?
It seems like an absolute horror movie kind of moment where Taisha sees her own face staring back at her. And there's a kind of this moment of how can I be there if I'm here? And it's almost like the memory slaps her across the face when she remembers she had a twin sister.
And this face just opens its mouth as if to call out to you, call your name. But before you hear it, before you remember it, something just snaps you back as the passenger just, no. There's no time for that. Look there. These things, they want to separate us. They want to come for us.
She's actually trying to wrestle control because it's like these are memories she hasn't touched since she was a kid, and just kind of like wrestling, and the name she gets out, she doesn't know whose it is. It's just Aoife. And you just hear that because y'all only hear one side of her conversation. She says it out loud.
Yeah. No time for Aoife. No time for that. They want to They want to keep us apart. They want to take us apart. We need to leave. We need to leave.
She was. No. She was. I was Eva.
No. No. No, no, no. You come back to me. Come back to me. We said the passenger will have a say in everything, so you will have to respond to this.
Mm-hmm. I think the thing that she became to fight the horror, it doesn't revert back. Every time the passenger's taken over, it's kind of been like a very distinct delineation between Taibsha and the passenger. That body horror, that's just her now. That's her final form. Here we are. So like a very long finger does kind of reach out to what she's seeing. I don't know if the others see that Taibsha's face is staring back at them, but
No.
she's like, she starts to reach out, and I imagine it's going to try to pull her hand away.
Either that, or it's going to slash the egg or face and destroy it. Up to you.
I think I'm going to pause her hand for now, but it might react doing so. And she goes, she was Saoirse. She didn't hear. I heard. It was only me.
And with that, the passenger just loses patience. And you are just, as with a single swipe, just destroys the memory of Saoirse. Or really the egg. The memory has come back.
Mm-hmm. That is now basically her security blanket. She remembers herself, and she remembers her other half. So the passenger can do a whole lot, but she has that, and you can't take that away.
Yes, but you also see the face of your twin sister just getting struck by the thing that now controls you. So you're going to need to make a resolve roll.
Mm-hmm. This would be the moment that if we were playing something, you know what? I'm going to give this a negative dice.
Your trauma might come up here, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be one of those moments where I'm like, I'm going to hamstring my character because this would affect her that way. So I'm going to do a -1 dice on this.
Okay, 5 stress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's okay. I was fresh. It's fine.
Carrion and Molto, you both would see this. Eloji is otherwise occupied with his grandfather, so it's up to you to react to whatever is Taibsha doing, just talking to herself in some way, and then just slashing at one of these faces, which you don't recognize as anybody, or you don't recognize as somebody that looks like Taibsha in any way.
I'm gonna look at Carrion. And I'm gonna go. I think whatever is inside Taibsha is doing a lot more.
I don't even necessarily know that Carrion is super focused on Taibsha right now. With the horror dead, I think his immediate first thought is to have Diogenes immediately begin feasting on the remains.
If so, I would like to rewind that
Yes.
comment. And I'm gonna go look at Taibsha, and I'm gonna go, are you in there, Ty?
unfortunate part is I'm always here.
Are you in control?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Awesome.
Hello. I don't think we've formally been met. I don't think we've met.
Oh, but I've done so much to you. For you. I've done so much for you.
Have you?
I've ripped open the delectable thing we found upstairs. I've opened the gates that let you escape the station. So much have I done for you.
At Taisha's request. Right?
Yes.
So was it really for me or was it for Taisha?
She invited me in, and
She
now
did.
we're one.
That sounds like her. Would you allow me to speak to her?
You are speaking to her.
You know what I mean?
I don't have the luxury of private conversations anymore.
That's all that. The fact I just want to talk to you. You, Taisha.
I'm here. For now.
The passenger is going to take over and speak for Taisha.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless you resist again.
She's tired, but we can try. Okay. You're gonna.
Okay.
Practice
That's
the
another
way
2 points of stress.
Okay, Christ. Well, looks like we're gonna end on a trauma. We're so close. I resist. Sorry, the way I have my screen set up, I can't actually see my rolls, and I'm just going based off of reactions. But I can. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. So she's just me for now. New me, but me.
Remember what we talked about?
I've talked about a lot of things recently.
Now's a good time while people are distracted.
Shiv is being stupid. Taisha would know this.
Above table, it's time to rip. I'm going to try to take out the passenger while people are distracted and do a little bit of a flashback.
Where's Carrion? Because Carrion, it sounds like, is actually upstairs while this happens. And letting Diogenes
do we have
feast.
the clock on us?
Oh, that's the flashback.
So is Carrion just feeding Diogenes upstairs right now?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Then first, that means you can level up Diogenes again. But
Great.
second, that means Molto has free reign currently.
Sweet.
We found the manacles, right?
Yeah. So, Glaiza, what is the flashback?
The flashback will be oh man. Okay. It'll be kind of a two-parter flashback. Sort of.
Okay, I can.
3-parter even. I don't know. I'm gonna take as much stress as I can.
Several times. Yeah.
Here we go. I will the flashback with Shiv, with Taisha is explaining, like, when Taisha was a little bit stronger, has a little bit more privacy, explaining that I'm gonna try to rip the passenger away from you, and I'm going to tell you that Carrion wants it, and Carrion wants to have it inside of him, and I don't want that. And that is a conversation. That's a quick flashback. Just that's the with Carrion. I tell him that, hey, I'm gonna help you. Like, how are we going to rip this out of Taisha? What does Diogenes think? The easiest way to rip it out of Taisha and transfer it to a willing vessel, which is, Carrion here. How and we talk about that.
Can I actually have us do a contested roll?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Blades does not have the best mechanics for contested rolls. So we're going to basically eliminate results. So if both of you roll a 6, they just cancel each other out and so on. And then we're going to see what's left in the end.
Right.
Oh. Fuck.
Which I'm stealing from a game that Glaiza and I played for duo games.
I was about to say,
Oh,
it's
hey,
also
I know
like,
that one. That's Dig 2 Graves.
Yeah.
that
Anyway.
reminds me of Raven too, where you have 2 sets of dice and you're trying to have the cats outnumber the ravens. Anyways, sorry.
But yeah, what do you roll?
I think I am rolling. Would this be survey? I'm trying to like intuit.
Survey is not that, no. It would, if anything, be study.
Mm,
You have a point in command. You can use that to kind of just like, hey, cut the bullshit, like something like that.
I will do that. I'll do command then.
I'll do consort as for my role. Is that okay?
Yeah, consort is, I think, the most sensible one because you are crew members. Surely you trust each other.
Surely.
You think?
First of all, surely.
Yeah.
Let's do. All right. All right. Let's make these rolls, huh?
Yeah. Could I get help from Diogenes?
Oh, wait. You could roll as Diogenes, which would still be before powering him up again. Like we would just be.
Yeah, I could reduce him back down. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll do that real quick.
You like Diogenes can give you assists, but he can roll for you.
Yeah, I think Diogenes is the one who's your specific because he's the one who knows, not Carrion.
Yeah. Pushing yourself is fine. Again, that's gonna cost you 2 stress. Leaving that up to you. But yeah, consort is fine. Diogenes as the one who rolls is also fine.
Great.
Oh, that's fucking good.
What? Is he on 4 dice?
Yeah.
That's a fucking good roll. Oh well. What is all right. What is I only have 2 in consort. I would like to push it. Position would be controlled because we're friends.
Position doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an opposed roll. It's more like who gets how much information.
Yeah.
All right. So sweet. I will have 1 bonus dice. Because I pushed myself. All right. Well, we'll see. That's
no. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
In this moment, as you are asking this of Carrion, both of his eyes turn into the bright red sclera and yellow irises of Diogenes, and you hear a different voice emanating out of Carrion in this moment.
Nice.
You hear that, and then you just also hear scraping sounds from the wall. And as you just briefly look to the side, there is Carrion. No, that's not Carrion, that's Diogenes. Multiple talents and
I'm not
also 6
afraid of him?
wings. Oh no,
Okay.
you're not afraid.
I'm never afraid.
But
I have no emotion.
yeah, you're too depressed to be afraid. I know that.
Sweet.
It's but still, Molto, you feel seen in a way that is more like seen through, laid bare,
Sweet, sexy,
and you hear a voice that is definitely not Carrion's, and that you would understand immediately comes from Diogenes as he just fixes his eyes on you.
and I smile at him. Diogenes?
Names will not matter much longer.
I have a feeling.
You wish to give the bringer of the end to us.
That is my... I wish to rip it out of Taisha. Where it goes...
That much, at least, is the truth.
Where it goes, well... Wouldn't that depend on you, Diogenes?
It will. But what is your wish? No lies.
I wish to die. I wish for my existence to be over.
Diogenes lands on you, 6-winged, 4 talons digging into you and your wooden body. Digging into you in a way that it even hurts you a little bit, but it hurts your spirit. The only thing that can still feel something like pain.
Molto loves that?
As you understand that this is an offer. Relinquish your vessel. And we can all have our wish. And the offer that is placed here is that Diogenes will kill you to place the passenger in Molto, in the wooden body.
Molto looks at Diogenes. As long as you end me. This is before Cedric, by the way. Just so that we're all clear.
As we cut back to the present, we see Carrion looking over the glutting in front of him from Diogenes, and sees this thing that has been with him for so long and yet not very long at all. And he watches as Diogenes once again mutates, and as he begins to feast, he has extended his second pair of talons again and is like scarfing down the remains of this amphibious body, this wet, squelching flesh. And you see as he does so, a third eye emerges from the center of his skull, and he begins to grow in size. A vulture's still a pretty big bird. I would say he's getting to the point now of being almost like German Shepherd size. Like, this is a big bird, like probably as big as like the largest condors at this point. Like, this is a bird that you feel the presence of, even if it's like a mile high above you.
I am ready. We must rush.
Let us go.
I still have one more flashback left.
By the way, the last one is going to take you 2 stress. Cost you 2 stress.
Sure.
Just because of Diogenes being there, honestly.
That's fine. We're at the end game.
Yeah.
Eloji, this flashback is with you. This is after Cedric has died. Fires have happened. I've talked to Shiv. I've talked to Taisha. And I have brought Nilifer with me. I don't actually want to die anymore. Isn't that strange?
You do have much to live for, Nilüfer just says.
And I smile at her. Shh. Down, girl. Not yet. And I smile at her and I'm gonna go. I don't think the world should end.
Was
and
that
Carrion,
on the table?
Yes, if Carrion or Diogenes has its way, the world will end very soon.
How? Why?
The thing that's inside Taisha. Diogenes says he's gonna put it inside me. And that will end, and they'll use it to end the world. Which is, at that time, I was very depressed, you see, Eloji. I was very, very depressed. And I said, yes. I'm still depressed, but I'm remembering Cedric. And I don't think now is the time for me to go. I don't think the world is ready to end, and I don't want it to end.
Okay. Seems like there's a lot happening in our crew that I'm not aware of.
Oh, sorry. And then I just break down of like, this one, and then blah, blah, blah. Quick montage scene.
Yeah, and as we come back, Eloji possibly just looking like.
I want to know what Nilifer's reaction to this, because she's there.
Nilifer just has a little chuckle at your expense. I mean, you have so much going on here.
Okay. I'm gonna say this might be radical. I don't know if Carrion still has a future here. I feel the desire to end all things might be an irreconcilable difference.
Correct. Granted, I think it's more of Diogenes than Carrion. But also, I don't know what will happen.
Okay.
if Diogenes is gone. I think Carrion will die. Just like Taifsha might without the passenger. And then I look at Eloji. She wants to go. Taifsha. At her own terms.
Does anyone in this crew want to live?
I do right now. I told you. I just changed my mind about it. I don't think she'll have a choice if the passenger takes over. At least this time it'll be on her own terms.
I mean, I feel like our goals here are very simple. We have to kill this passenger and we have to kill Diogenes. Just, two truly horrible birds with hopefully one stone, or at least
Can Nilifer, the clock, if we feed the passenger to the clock.
Oh, yes. Its essence will be destroyed.
How are we able to use the powers that it gained to destroy others?
To destroy others. Well,
Maybe above table, I maybe misunderstanding the clock. Like you feed it and then it has powers to destroy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You feed it a spirit, it has power to destroy a body. You feed it blood, it has power to destroy a spirit.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the best way where we destroy the passenger, possibly kill Diogenes, definitely kill Scurlock? There's a lot of people that we're trying to sort of destroy with this clock, but that is the goal. Can you just Shiv your dad?
You need to
feed something into it to kill your father?
Okay, we're not killing we were never killing my father with the clock. When my father dies, I am going to see the life drain out of his eyes. But what?
Yeah,
Nilifer,
an explanation and just about table. I offered you the chance to feed the horror, but you didn't take it. So now it's that is gone. You can kill Scurlock or Diogenes, probably.
Yeah. Well,
I think Diogenes is who we should kill. Scurlock. I mean,
is Diogenes a body?
Diogenes is a thing. Diogenes has a body. Like if you kill Diogenes, it might just disappear for a while and then come back. But Scurlock as a vampire, you would get rid of permanently because a vampire is kind of just a body and a spirit fused.
Then roll back. We should kill Scurlock. At least Diogenes is sort of relaxed. Not really relaxed. He's gonna be really pissed off at me. He's gonna be really mad. But at least the world doesn't end.
What kind of spirits do you have to feed into the clock?
And that's where we're going to, you're going to get the explanation, but we're going to end the flashback and come back to the present. The explanation is something powerful. A simple ghost is not going to be enough for Scurlock, probably. The passenger, yes.
That's who we're going to feed into it.
As, by the way, Taifsha, the passenger, once again, it's time to go. As you hear wings flapping. Many wings, too many, honestly, as Diogenes and Carrion coming behind him descend. And it's time to make a decision.
How swiftly can I get this done? And how in control am I to do it like right the fuck now? Because I will take whatever devil's bargain you have for Taibsha to just get this done before Diogenes and Carrion get down the stairs.
You see the manacles, or you see something. You don't see the shape of the manacles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what is there. That is
She's
something that the passenger will not allow. You are not in control enough to just do this yourself.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that you can do is to stay.
Yeah. So she's gonna just put her wrists out, and it looks like she's fighting. Like it is like she is not controlling. Like it's not just a bloop. It's like a now kind of thing. And this is Tumulto, like the person she trusts. And it's kind of this moment that maybe even Multo realizes, because she knew about your fucking secret that got everyone else killed. She trusts you because she knows to look at you hard. And she's always been able to spot your lies. So this is kind of just a strange trust of, I know he's probably going to do something fuck shit, but it will get done. Maybe just not perfectly. So yeah, she puts her wrists out to you with the manacles, or ready for the manacles, and like just enough of Taibsha as I was doing now.
And you just suddenly hear Taibsha say, no, 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 no. And Moto, if you approach, you're going to take level 4 harm as the passenger kills you, unless Taibsha resists.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
As just this claw, just, yeah.
May I help assist?
Oh, you have a cohort of spirits that you can command. I think you can help, yeah.
I was also going to say, can I push myself too? Like, I'm going to throw as many bonus dice onto this as I can.
I mean, stop pushing yourselves on resist rolls. That is actually worse. Resist rolls are just you resist and it doesn't happen, but you take stress.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
so.
Just
I'm
roll
gonna
the resist. It's going to just cost you a little bit of stress, unless you roll terribly.
I'm going to say to the ghosts we have with us, it's another abomination. Stop it. Keep it from killing us.
I would like to assist by looking at Taibsha.
Just please stop with the assists on resist roll.
How many dice am I rolling? Do I get a bonus?
I don't know. It's your character sheet. Just roll resist. Click on it. It's fine.
Look, come on. Hey, look, that's great.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You take apparently no stress, and suddenly the spirits are upon you. And you are basically half a spirit at this point yourself. The spirits float around you, begin an incantation to temporarily restrain the bringer of the end that has taken control of you. One of them gets swiped at by the elongated claw that you now have and just dissipates free from its sinful spiritual existence at last. But the rest, I'm going to say this counts as an automatic assist for whoever does something next to maybe actually grab, and I think that was Molto, to grab Taibsha.
Yes. Above the table, the manacle does what?
I don't know. Prince?
Oh, I thought we established it was basically it was used for possession, and it
Yeah.
holds the thing in place. If you don't mind me, Prince, grabbing some
for it.
reins on this, it's what Taibsha was wanting to do, where it holds it in place when she's killed, because usually they would try to shunt themselves out during death, and essentially what's going to happen is it can't leave. But she has to die for like it to fully work. Because you get to a point with possession, you're like, nah, it's a lost cause, and you just need to make sure it stays there. Destroy it.
So, Molto, as you do this, you realize that this means this is Taifsha's death sentence, but still.
So I nod, understanding what it's like to sacrifice. And I put the manacles on her. And I bring out a clock.
And you see Taifsha's changed body just twist in some form of just almost agony. No, don't do this. There's so much I have done for you, can do for you.
And I look at him.
Let us stay.
I look at it. She has made her choice. And I feed it to the clock or whatever. I don't know how to do that.
You first need
Nilfres told me how to do that.
Taifsha.
I will like to make a...
There is no spirit yet. You first need to kill Taifsha. But before you do that, I think it's finally time for Carrion and Diogenes to make their entrance.
I have to kill Taifsha?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will do that.
But Carrion and Diogenes, as you enter, you see what is about to happen here.
Yeah. I think Carrion is going to use a special ability called Sharpshooter to unleash a barrage of rapid fire to suppress the enemy, of which you are now one.
Yeah.
My specific goal is to try to damage the clock.
Okay, if we're doing more than that, more than just suppression, you're gonna have to roll.
Okay, great. Let's see. This is desperate, yeah?
Yes.
I wish there was something above desperate, because it feels like it's surpassed that.
Okay, well, I'm going to say, like, you can probably damage the clock enough where the tubes that feed it get damaged, which is going to make the process a lot harder. You, by the way, you still know that you have Scurlock to deal with. But yeah, you're going to delay this as just the rapid fire, just hail of bullets lands on you. Molto and Eloji rushing for cover.
Do I need to rush for cover?
Okay, you may also simply take level 2 harm. Or level 3, let's say level 3, because you just get hit by
covering the clock as soon as, like...
Yeah, okay, level 3. If you actually cover the clock, then definitely level 3. The consequence here, I was going to say, like, we could almost bring it back and have you hit Taifsha again, but I think Carrion is careful enough to not do that. The consequence is that you're shooting your hunting rifle? Or your revolvers here?
I think At this close of range, it would be the revolvers.
Yeah, we hear the gunfire of the revolvers, and because it's the revolvers, we don't even hear that there's a third revolver that is fired. As behind you, Ironborn and the church have snuck up. And once again, Carrion, you get shot in the back. You can resist this. But
Yeah.
It's going to be another level 3 harm. If you resist, it's going to be less.
Okay.
So 2 stress, and I'm not even sure. Let me just roll.
Wait.
Yep.
I have a
use
new
your
ability.
armor.
I just realized I have a new ability called Tough as Nails, where I gain a second space to record level 3 harm.
Oh, okay.
So, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
We're going to anyway downgrade this to level 1 harm, as it's just a grazing shot in your thigh.
It's fine with me.
As you hear behind, let me try that, brother. As Ironborn has basically missed his shot, but now his sister, who you've had the pleasure with before, is lining up a shot on Carrion, and your attention is split.
Shit.
Eloji, I think you need to react as you look up. Here, I mean, you see Carrion shoot at you, and then you see blood as he is hit.
So, coming into the Deathlands, we are covered in gear and protection, including these heavy, like kind of closed trench coats. And so, sweeping out, opening the trench coat, Eloji pulls a single shot grenade launcher. I will do a flashback for that if you'd like.
Yeah, we have the flashback. It costs you 1 stress and a coin if you have the coin.
Okay.
We've had flashbacks with your arms dealer. I think we don't need another one, but it's going to cost you a point of stress and a coin.
As he aims down the corridor at Ironborn and his sister and whoever else may be there, and pulls the trigger, hoping to. He knows Ironborn won't go down, but it will absolutely slow him down.
Devil's bargain. You can absolutely fire this shot in a way that it collapses parts of the vault. And honestly, that is the entire devil's bargain. You will delay Ironborn and his sister, and also the clergy. But that also means you'll just be alone for just long enough to resolve your little issues with Carrion and Diogenes, who almost angelically floats towards you now, borne on 6 wings.
Yeah,
biblically accurate Diogenes.
May I roll finesse for this, or?
Yeah, I'll allow it, yeah.
Maybe wreck, just because it's such a wide range.
Yeah, wreck could also make sense. Yeah.
Alright, I don't have anything.
It's
for
oh yeah,
that, so
Greg
there's
does
only
say
one
carefully
bad.
applied sabotage, or yeah, yeah. Greg makes the most sense. Yeah.
Risky controlled.
It is desperate. You're gonna,
Okay.
yeah, quite possibly cause another cave in here. So it is desperate.
You know,
Well, you partially get what you want, I think. um, you hit some support beam in the wall and cause a partial cave in, but it doesn't really stop anybody. It does, however, simply drive everybody down as just the walls begin shaking. You see just cobweb covered stonework fall. You see Ironborn just rush forward. You see somebody just scream. It's a scream that almost sounds familiar to you, as if you know this person from a long past life. But this doesn't really separate the conflict. It's more that it causes a lot of momentary chaos. And also, unfortunately for you, you're at the probably most structurally unsound place here, which is just this, there's this big vaulted ceiling. And it's not going to be there for much longer. As just here, and if you look up, you will see cracks form. There's a tiled mosaic of just artwork exalting the glory of the flesh, but parts of that artwork are now just going to start raining down on you into the church vault. And unfortunately, you are in not the best position. You've just been fired upon. You've tried to return fire with a very cumbersome weapon. You can't really escape, and you're going to take level 2 harm as you just get hit by a falling rock in your shoulder.
Okay.
You can resist this, but it's going to downgrade it to level 2 from level 2 to level 1 harm. But you are going to take harm here, and also, yeah, you've created some chaos, but you've also put yourselves on a timer, which is going to be a 6-segment clock of well, the vault collapses.
Could I have something happen as the chaos starts to kind of unfold? Carrion. Okay. Taibsha's on the ground, thrashing, and there's like almost a moment of lucidity where she makes eye contact with you. And there's chaos, there's sound, there's an explosion, there's all of this, and all you can hear is please. And I'm going to try to sway him, but I'm going to initiate a flashback to just do an emotional gut punch here.
Okay.
And you see Taibsha, as you knew her. It's probably about the 2nd or 3rd week that she was in the old gang. Her hair is much shorter. She doesn't quite know how to dress herself. There's still kind of ghosts of her spirit warden self. Still, she doesn't quite know how to like emote yet. She's still not quite a person, and she's sitting, she's crouched on like a table talking to Carrion and being like, I've heard of friends. Friends are a thing. What's the difference between a friend and a coworker?
The means to the end.
What end?
It's different for each friend.
Friends help each other, right?
So do coworkers.
But friends do it less for the end. Yeah, more the means.
The difference between a friend and a coworker is you trust a friend too much. It's too personal.
Why you say too personal, too much trust like it's a bad thing?
I've been betrayed before by those I thought were friends. Family, even.
I wouldn't betray you. Would you betray me?
Why wouldn't you betray me?
You're my friend.
And that's where we'll end the flashback.
I'm gonna roll sway. How many this is just one bonus dice for the flashback?
Mm-hmm. The flashback is going to...
Are you just convincing
Yes.
me?
I'm just asking Carrion to take the shot. That's
Yeah.
that's just please.
Does Carrion need to be convinced to take the shot?
No. Carrion was gonna shoot you anyway.
It's just I guess what
thought-
she's saying is do it my way as opposed to yours. That's that plea at the end.
Can Carrion possibly be convinced of that?
Roll sway.
All right.
I would perhaps suggest that we roll Diogenes against the sway.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Standard effect, and then a bonus dice for the flashback.
Mhm.
The flashback is going to cost you stress, but I don't think that matters anymore because this is the last thing we'll see
This
of
is
Taisha.
honestly, that 2 stress puts me to trauma. I will say that. I'm going to go ahead and mark it.
Your trauma might be dead, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty traumatic.
Not the worst.
Not the worst.
So
I rolled
what does
worse.
Diogenes roll? Oh, that means Taisha actually wins. Because the 5s cancel each other out, and then the next highest left is a 4. As Diogenes looks at Carrion, remember your bargain. Remember your debt.
Carrion takes the revolver, puts one bullet in, spins it, fires.
Okay. Are we going to roll for this?
We can if you want.
Yeah.
Do-
Roll 1d6, and if it's a 6, it's the bullet.
All
Nope.
right.
Just hear clicking noise, and then another shot does ring out as behind you, Ironborn's sister is firing and is going to hit unless Carrion resists again.
What level harm? 3?
Yeah.
I will take it, and I'll use my toughest nails ability.
Okay. As Carrion fires the nothing. Honestly, we just hear the clicking sound as the hammer hits and nothing happens.
Sorry.
But then, at the sound of sorry, another shot just rings out, an actual shot, and strikes you right in the center of your back. And Carrion is tumbling down the stairs. Diogenes just looking on with just open disapproval as Eloji. You see Ironborn flanked by 2 other people, and then you see a procession of the church. What charades are we playing here, my son?
I don't suppose you could wait a few moments. I have other business to resolve it right now.
He chuckles as the ceiling rumbles, and I'm going to tick the collapse clock for the first time. No, I do not. Oh, is that my father I see? You have brought us all together, my son. The
Harrington
old...
had some rather disapproving things to say about you. So
Harrington is perfectly still as he looks at his son now. Yes, yes. An interesting reunion, is it not? Me. You, the wayward son. Him, the old fanatic. I suppose me right in the middle. Only I will walk away from this. It is time to end this. You thought just because we are blood, I would allow you to embarrass me. You thought wrong. And he just claps his hand, and the assault is on as, well, several members of the church, let's say there are 4 of them coming for you, and of course Ironborn and his sister, and another person that you recognize as another Scotlander that was there for a specific birthday party that you interrupted and that then turned into an assault on a police station. Way back. Just
back when.
come towards you. And immediately there's more gunfire. All of you will take level 2 harm unless you resist, including Taisha, actually. Taisha will not resist, I think, but...
Would it be like prowess to resist?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and that's just going to downgrade it to level 1 harm. Okay,
Whoa.
It's going to downgrade it to nothing as Molto just dodges the bullet.
Isn't that also like clear my stresses?
Yeah.
They
you also
clear one
as
stress
well.
because you crit.
Sweet.
And I mean, Carrion is not really in a position to be shot because he just was and is just kind of tumbling down. But Eloji will need to resist. Yeah.
I am not resisting.
Oh, okay.
Eloji is gonna take some shots as he reloads the grenade launcher.
Oh shit.
Okay. Molto, I think while this happens, Molto, it's maybe time to act.
Sweet. I would like to do a flashback scene with Taisha. This is like an earlier scene. I gave her a blade, and it is a matching blade. It was a blade that I gave her when she first joined the crew, and everyone has these matching blades because Molto is sentimental and a fool, and that is what I want the flashback scene to be with Taisha. I'm like, welcome to the crew.
headphones died, and I'm really mad about it, so I'm waiting for these headphones to kick in, so give me just 1 second. But, yes, I would say Molto probably was the one who recruited her. And, hold on 1 second. This always makes my computer go haywire. No, sorry.
I think we're going to just, yes, you have
Yeah.
the scene of this handing
Yeah.
over of the blades, and that is all we see of that flashback.
Sweet. And I'm just gonna stab Taibsha in the heart
Okay.
There we go.
with that blade, as promised.
And yeah,
It's
Taibsha,
like-
narrate
yeah.
your last moments.
You know, her eyes are completely blacked out. She looks nothing like who joined this crew and is just completely lost herself in all of this. But as you bring the blade up, she's just looking like she's on her back and she's looking up and she just says, I wish you could see stars. They really are so beautiful. And there's just like a single tear.
I will someday.
There she goes.
And what is left in Taibsha's place?
The knife goes into her heart, and it's almost instantaneous. Where the knife hits, and from it, just this smoldering, and it clatters to the ground as where Taibsha was is just ash, and the knife just falls once she's no longer there.
And there's just this smoldering, perfectly black figure, almost like black as actual, just the thickest smoke you can imagine.
Can I feed this smoke now to the clock?
I think Diogenes descends upon it. So something needs to happen there, but yes, perhaps you can.
Immediately, as soon as I stab, I know I can hear Diogenes. I immediately feed the thing to the clock. Like, I don't even take the time to say a smart word or sentence or whatever. It's just stab. There you go. Eat it.
And I think that's where we're going to have the last contested role of, at this point, Diogenes versus Molto.
Okay.
Mm.
Jesus. All right. Well, what will I roll? Skirmish?
You could roll that, yeah.
Finesse? I mean, those are just the highest ones. And then I'm gonna push it so that I can get more.
Do we also question if Andre is fine with that? Do we count that Taibsha wanted this as an assist? Do we count that as an assist from Taibsha?
Sure.
All right. So one extra die as Taibsha's last gift.
Sweet. I'm gonna push myself. I'm trying to do some more here.
Sure. So Eloji can't currently assist because Eloji
That's
has
fine.
already is going to fire.
The projectors, the electroplasmic projector does create an electric shock around me.
That's not going to be enough for Diogenes.
Oh, I just need him to slow down.
No, it's not enough. Diogenes is too powerful at this point.
Dang it. All right, well. Can I have a devil's bargain? No, I'm already pushing myself.
I think not. because then I also would have had to offer one to Andre, and Andre already rolled. So
All right. Cool. That's fine. Let me just. There you go. God fucking damn
Oh,
it.
Jesus Christ,
Hmm.
that's rough.
That is rough.
So Diogenes is simply faster. Diogenes has waited for this.
Think almost like a velociraptor lunging. You hear like a screech, an ungodly screech that sounds like chalkboards and broken pianos, as Diogenes just wafts through the smoke and kind of the jaw, almost like a gulper eel, kind of just extends around the form of this vapor and just subsumes it immediately.
Molto
And-
smiles at Diogenes and goes, well, I tried.
Eloji, in this exact moment, you fire off a blast with your grenade launcher. So we're going to have that rolled. So I see how much is actually left here. Devil's Bargain, I'm going to simply advance the vault collapse clock. Yes?
You're muted on
you are
video.
muted, yeah. Okay, you can just roll and we'll see what happens. Because you are still muted. Just roll rec with an extra die from the Devil's Bargain, and then we'll see. Or not. Honestly, also fine. I would just say that this, because the vault collapse is happening, simply succeed. As Diogenes assumes his
There
what we
we
yeah
go.
okay.
I don't know why I wouldn't unmute. I was gonna
Okay.
ask, can I also push myself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can always push yourself. All right. Well, the consequence there is simply I will tick the clock another time as the collapse of the vault is becoming ever more imminent, as everything here is rocked by an explosion. Bodies flying down the stairs. And what happens to your father?
So I imagine as my father clapped and the clergy moved around him and forward, so as the grenade went off, it went off in front of them first.
Yeah.
And there is a horrid, uh, after the explosion, there is a horrid mist of dust and crimson. And Sylvanus is on the ground, injured but alive, just past this cloud, and we can see him there. Is this how you wanted things to go, Father? Eloji says, walking up to him.
He just looks around, seeing, of course, also what is happening in the background, where a vulture is just growing to monstrous size and other proportions. What have you done?
Honestly, far less than you. But
You must stay in
I mean,
control, child.
I suppose convorting with strange otherworldly beings and the supernatural just runs in the family. Mm, Eloji crouches down next to him. Tell me, do you regret how things went? Do you regret any of the horrible things you've done? Now's a good time to be honest for once.
My son, if you think of regret, you will never be ready for power.
That's fine, Father. I never needed you to be sorry. I just needed you to be better. And Eloji will shoot him with the palm pistol from Mother Miriam.
And Sylvanus dies. But in the back, Diogenes groan, just almost effortlessly flying through the collapsing vault. Enough distractions. And with just a single, just swooping talon, ends all the gathered spirits here. You have betrayed me. Just looking straight at Multo. You have disappointed me and Carrion. You, looking at Eloji, are so preoccupied with your little personal struggles. But a new age dawns. Are you ready to serve as the six wings expand in all directions? Bricks and debris just falling down on him, but just bouncing off as he just shelters all of you under his now honestly just glorious eyes. Yeah, he is now much bigger than any human, any vulture could ever be. Bigger than you. Will you kneel?
Can I still feed him to the clock? Or is that out of the question?
I will offer just a last minute devil's bargain of the clock could be powerful enough for that. You're going to need to crit on a sway or some other
God
roll to
fucking
just
damn
get
it.
him to, yeah, you need to crit on a roll to just give him to, just get him to lower his guard. This can be assisted, but
May I have another flashback?
very short, but yes. We are so much over time, but yes, very short flashback.
Yeah.
I just want to try before
Yeah,
the
yeah.
world ends, you know, like as much as I could.
It's actually Eloji is gonna in a while back, just passing through the tower. Karen, where did you get that explosive electroplasm? The one we used for the ghost and the and the red sashes. Do you remember?
Oh, I got it at the Darn dealer.
Ah, thank you. All right. Eloji walks out, and back in this moment, Eloji pulls a canister of that same electroplasm, the one that ignites
Yeah.
in contact with air, and tosses it at uh, her new wonderful ascended Diogenes.
To do what exactly?
Distract
I'm
it,
hoping
maybe?
to distract Diogenes with hoping that electroplasmic fire is enough to
Yeah.
distract at least this thing that he has become.
Distract, yes. If the next roll goes wrong, you all die.
I
Yeah.
mean, sure, we're all
Yeah.
yeah.
Except whoever
I
kneels.
can
By the
also
way,
say-
just to account for him, Ironborn and his family members are going to stride forward and actually kneel. They
Fucking
recognize
losers.
a bigger power. Hey, look,
Fucking
they're just trying
losers.
to live. Okay.
No.
Carrion is already groveling because
Yeah.
he's on the ground.
Yeah.
Fucking losers. I would also like to have a flashback. This time with my demon. Hey, Iligan, what happens if I die? What would you do, demon sir, who I have made a bargain with, who has said that I won't die? What would you do to stop that from happening, sir?
I have made a bargain to bring your spirit back and place
Sure.
you in an ageless body.
Sure.
Is there something you wish for me to do?
I want you to stop it from being destroyed.
Which one? The spirit or the body?
The spirit.
Well, then you should be careful, but there are certain safety measures. What are you looking for here? 'Cause
I
have
just
no
want him
idea
to
what this is.
come here and hang out and just stop, like, have a little bit of a bonus to me to sort of like, hey, I put a lot of stuff, investment in you, Moto. I don't actually want the world to end as
Yeah.
much. Just a little bit of like, hey, you spent so much money on me already. Do you really want to lose this?
I was going to say, your spirit, or rather its enduring existence, was not part of the bargain, but perhaps we can alter your new hull to aid you against matters of the spiritual. And you have some new toy that you can
Sweet.
use.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Dang it. I can do overcharge. Take
Yeah,
one
okay.
drain to perform a feat of extreme strength speed. Yeah, sure.
Okay. That's gonna give you the required effect, and with the flashback also give you an extra die.
Okay. I'm gonna do skirmish.
So you get
I
an
suppose.
assist. You get an assist. You get a bonus die. Devil's Bargain is Scurlock arrives.
Sure, whatever.
Cool.
If it works,
Another extra die. You're gonna need a crit. So two
Yeah,
sixes on I think 5 dice at this point.
at this point, yes.
It's good odds.
it's some
It's
kind of
gonna
odds, yeah.
suck. What position am I gonna put? Does it matter? Desperate, sure.
I mean, it's desperate, and the effect doesn't matter because it's a single action.
Okay, so +3. And my it's +3, right?
Yeah.
Flashback,
Flashback, assist,
the
and Devil's
overcharge, the
Bargain.
assist. And,
Oh,
4.
no,
because of the overcharge?
also is just what you need to do with the flashback.
Oh, right.
You can actually do it. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so +3.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see. Jesus.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
It's a mixed
describe
success,
how
but
you-
that sucks. It also
Yeah.
doesn't work because of the crit. All right, well, I tried.
Describe how you fail and die.
Awesome. I basically walk towards him, pretending like I'm about to kneel. And then I don't. And I run up to him to try to feed him into a clock. And as I'm dying, I go, well, I hope this one sticks.
But it won't, as you're just plucked by the talon. And your spirit, almost as was promised, crumbles inside your hull. And Multo's existence finally ends. Diogenes looks at Eloji, and you know the same is about to happen to you. Last words from Eloji.
So, is this... Was Carrion correct in that you seek to end all things?
This world must end. It is broken.
But you want us to bow.
I will need aid to complete the great work. But you have proven yourself unworthy.
Unworthy?
It is a broken world full of broken things. A cracked sun in the sky. Water like ink, full of failed specimens. A world between worlds, unmoored from its rightful place. It must end to be born anew.
All right, so I actually agree with some of those critiques. But
You are one of the broken things, and the talon just swipes at you, and you will die unless you maybe have a last minute, just like, hey, no, I'm actually gonna serve you now, sway or something.
Okay, so can we say, as I was talking, I was moving towards Diogenes.
There's no way to kill him now. There's no way to
I'm
do
not.
this. Yeah, just
I'm
want to
actually
say that.
not trying to kill him.
Good, okay.
I'm moving towards Diogenes, you know, in that way that Eloji like just tries to casually act like he is not in far over his head. And this was part, and is, you know, he's talking and then reaches over for the manacles to try and clasp that on one of Diogenes' like horrific giant talons and bind him.
I don't think those will fit anymore, honestly. Also, like, yeah, you will kind of bind him, I guess, but
He's got 6 arms now.
yeah, he is past that. It's really just a question of your attempt to kill him has failed. It's a question of, do you try to serve or do you die?
what does a god need with servants?
You have seen already, as he points to Carrion. What a god
Yes.
does not need is to explain himself.
What?
Will you kneel or will you die?
You are strong enough to end the world?
That remains to be seen. But in time,
In
it must.
time. So no. As a long way to say no.
Enough of this. And he kills you.
And Eloji will look to Carrion. That is a lot of words to say no.
And I think those are Eloji's last words.
All right.
And I think, as a closer, Carrion is going to tell you all one last myth.
Before we do that, by the way, there's somebody unaccounted for as entering the vault with rigid movements is Lord Scurlock, coming to sweep up what is left. Expecting honestly easy pickings, not understanding yet that a new time has in fact begun, and he will simply be the next meal. But with that, over to Carrion.
Long ago, when the sun in the humps of the camels still shone bright, all the beasts in the endless fields did not kill each other. They would chase and play and catch one another, but not eat or maim one another as they do now. Do you know the first animal to eat another? It was Snake. He had become jealous of his brother Lizard after he had taken a wife, and discovered they had just laid a clutch of eggs, the first children of the world, not made by the great creator. While slithering around the ground, Snake had discovered Lizard's old skin, dried from the sun, left fully intact as though he had been built of grass. Snake had never seen another animal remove their old skin like he had before. He had seen eagle molt feathers and wolf shed fur and monkey itch at his skin. But Snake thought he was the only one who could hold their old self. Snake approached Lizard's skin and saw it crumpled onto the ground. Because he had no hands, he slipped inside the skin to smell it and feel it against his face when he managed to find the mouth of Lizard skin. Snake was wearing Lizard skin as if it were his own. A devious idea slithered across Snake's mind. Lizard's wife may be in the burrow tending to their eggs. She wouldn't question her own husband's returning quickly. Snake moved across the ground carefully so that he would not damage his new clothing. As Snake entered the burrow, he saw Lizard's wife sleeping soundly atop their clutch of eggs. He silently approached her and tested her reactivity by grabbing the furthest egg from her, barely touching her back toe. She immediately began waking up, but Snake maintained his composure as she half opened her eyes. "Honey," Lizard's wife called out groggily, "is everything all right?" Snake managed his best impression of Lizard while bobbing his head to imitate speaking. The loose skin of Lizard's jaw crinkled in tow. "Of course, darling. Just checking on the little ones." Lizard's wife yawned and turned her back to Snake, getting comfortable. There with me, darling. No snake is going to sneak in on us. Snake bobbed his head again, the dried flap of Wizard's slack mouth rustling against his chest. Of course, darling. Lizard's wife fell back into slumber, as she trusted she would not concern herself about her eggs anymore.
And that is the end of the Revenants. And in good time, perhaps the world.
Yay! If I had a nickel for every campaign that just ended up in all of us dead in the apocalypse, I'd have.
I tried, honestly, to give you opportunities to prevent it, but
it didn't work out that way.
You win some, you lose some, you end the world sometimes.
Yeah. There's still a few just years to go until the world ends. Maybe. Honestly, who knows?
The Blade 68 sequel series is going to be.
Oh, I mean, what I've already set up is just the Unity project. So like 30 years later, maybe.
Mm.
And maybe, I mean, there is a cult crew playbook, so you can be a doomsday cult if you so desire. But yeah, the Revenants are no more. Or honestly, perhaps like one of your people just takes over the crew as everybody in senior leadership just mysteriously disappeared.
We had a shakeup of the executive board.
Yeah.
Like Silhouette just takes over.
Take up one of the pre-existing NPCs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Tasha next game.
That'd be awesome. That'd be sick.
Well, yeah, that's the end of the Revenants. Glaiza, you're muted and also still in grayscale.
I said I would like a flashback where I gave everybody a lot of money before we left so that they can take over.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. Yep.
The Revenants exist, it's just not us there anymore, which is fine.
Yeah, it's just Silhouette and maybe the ghost of Elena taking over.
Nillifer is still fine.
Nillifer is
getting revenge on Carrion.
Although Nillifer may be fine because Scurlock is just going to his death right now. So yeah, maybe she is.
I didn't bring her in there. I just took her clock.
Nillifer is cool, honestly. Yeah. Anyway, that's the end.
Stay tuned for the aftermath eventually, maybe.
That's that. Honestly, outros, I'm gonna just keep mine pretty short, because I honestly don't know when the next thing that I will be in is even going to air on the channel. It might be August 23rd, where I will premiere a new series of one-shot focused games. We had a few things we had 2 scheduled one-shots that both had to be postponed. So at some point, those will be pre-recorded and then just aired at some other point. But I don't know when that is going to be. So we shall see. Apart from that, you will see me. At some point, I need to actually check my calendar. You're going to see me starting Saturday, August 15th, on the Tipsy Tigers channel. I'm going to shout out now, where I will be GMing 4 sessions of Household, which is a game where probably no betrayal like this will happen. The world won't end. It's a lot more whimsical. Apart from that, we will have something else to announce on stream here very soon. That will be running on Fridays in August. But yeah, with that, I'm going to popcorn it over to the first one to die, Shiv.
I mean, technically I was second, but I'm the first one that did it permanently.
Yeah, okay. today, yeah.
You know what? Touche. Hi, I'm Shiv. I am Dr. Bubble's PhD, literally everywhere on the internet. You can come find me shitpost. You can also find me here tomorrow doing my charity stream for the Order of the Good Death, playing Hero Catastrophe with the wonderful author M.K. Kennedy. If you want to watch me possibly die a second time this weekend, come join us tomorrow. People will die in that game, I think, unless we all randomly end up rolling that our fate we get to live, which honestly is worse in that game. So, and then yeah, that Friday surprise, which will be announced very shortly. I will also be there playing one lovely Drusilla Hamilton, and I will be drinking out of a Bucky's cup the whole time. If you want to see me be a Texan. I'm going to go ahead and popcorn over to Glaiza.
Hey everyone, my name is Glaiza. Shanya pronouns. Yes, I'm making you work for it. It is everything I want in pronouns, and also very Filipino. I do a lot of things on the internet. You can see all of that just by going to Classical Adventures 4.1 or classicalglaiza.com. I play games, I make games, I run games, honestly. I will be at Gen Con next week. So if you are going to Gen Con, see me there, I guess. I am quite happy at the fact that Moto died and that I could do this. Turn myself gray on screen. It was real great.
Yeah.
I use a lot of flashbacks, and I'm quite proud at how I tried to pull a lot of stuff in. Really, I really did. I tried my hardest, and you know what? That's really all that matters. Speaking to the person that matters. Whatever, you guys know what I'm trying to do. I'm passing it off to Prince, the third one to die.
Hey, I'm Prince him, or Prince Infidel, if you two were really, really sure you're gonna make it through this one. I have been playing the late great Eloji, also him, who's just never gonna forgive you, Carrion. Just never gonna forgive you.
You should have bowed. Sorry.
Doesn't exist anymore. So.
Yeah.
But, you can find me various places on the internet as Prince Infidel, and occasionally around here, or playing games. Probably, I don't know when the next one is. And don't ask me. I'm not gonna update you. Also weird that Shiv, you mentioned that this is the second game you've had where like the world ends, and also the second game I've had that the world ends. Both of them have been with you. That's suspicious.
In both games, it was not my fault. I just need to put it out there. I didn't do anything. I did nothing wrong.
And I am the great.
I will popcorn it over. What?
Well, I was just gonna say I am the great betrayer. Hello. I'm the one who lived. My name is Andre. My pronouns are he, they. I played Carrion today, whose pronouns are he, him. You can find me at Andre Vera Art on social media and at my website, andrevera.art, where you can see my games I've designed, my illustration portfolio, some actual plays I'm in, and a few podcasts as well. You will see me back here on Find Out Productions in about a month and a half, as I will be GMing the next long-running Saturday campaign starting September 12th with City of Mist, Smog and Mirage, which will also have Glaiza in it. And Janis will be helping us with production, which is very exciting. And I can't betray everybody because I'm everybody in the campaign. So tune in for that, for some crazy nonsense in a fun little cyberpunk world. And that's it for the Revenants.
That's it. Yeah, the Revenants still exist. Most of its founding members do not.
I mean,
and the world
that's what
maybe
happened
also
at
not
the
much
beginning,
longer.
right?
Yeah.
It is
In
what
lieu
happened
of-
at the beginning.
In lieu of flowers, please send donations to the Order of the Good Death on behalf of the Revenants.
Exactly.
Pour one out for all four of us.
All
Bye.
right. Goodbye.